Hello. We have a game with our wood elves. It's against dwarfs, so that's a thing. I think we're very close in team value. I could be wrong, but I think we're missing a person, so I think we're actually right on their tail. I think it's fair to say that this isn't our favourite matchup possibility, but you're gonna have to face them, so we'll do what we can. Try and avoid conflict, but traditionally, it can be a problem at this team value. So what have we got? Oh boy. Got a death roller with block, interesting. 621, that's pretty much not unexpected for dwarfs. Do we take an extra Apo here? Yeah. Why not? I mean, what are the chances that we get, that our entire team gets KO'd and stay at the whole game? No chance at all, I'm sure. Hey, Cryo, how's it going? We just dropped into one of our worst matchups, but, I'm sure it'll be fine. What we've got to do is avoid them. I presume he'll go and attack to try and kill us. Yeah. So the question is, do we stay back and just, I mean, that's not unviable, right? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about doing too. Like, why take the extra hits? Let's let him come on and see what he does. I'm with you. Honestly, I think I'm happy with this. I took an extra Apo as well. Yeah, Elf versus Dwarf. They are not crazy, but they've, I mean, you don't need many skill ups on Dwarfs to be good. Like, the Troll Slayers have Mighty Blow, but they don't have Tackle. Their Trollers got blocks, so arguably that's a wasted skill to some degree. But yeah, I mean, they could be worse, but they're still dwarfs. They'll still probably hurt us, but maybe they won't hurt us as bad as we're thinking. Exactly. Exactly. They really don't need a whole lot. So they're not as leveled up as they could be, and I think you could argue they're a little bit bloaty, right? Because they gave away money to us, and they don't have that many skills going on. That's the best place for Highlander. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if they're doing I know there was a thing where people were getting encouraged to take rollers. I don't know if they're sort of part of that, or if they just think it's fun. This is where you regret not being further up the field, of course. But we're not gonna fall for this. He'll pick it up next turn. He may well have been, actually. In fairness, kind of everybody has from our linemen. Yeah, I guess it was like a sort of fun challenge thing. Which in fairness, it's kind of fun to see unusual things. They should do it with Assassins as well, because Assassins are quite fun, they're just not good. Hey, Sati and Rick, how's it going? We're just lamenting the matchup here. If I was taking these guys on with my orcs, I'd feel a lot better. Wow, he's failed to pick it up twice. The game is punishing me for sitting at the back. You know, on the plus side, our team's not dead yet, so... And if we had been further up the field, he would have covered it, right? So, much as it, you know, feels bad in a way to have given that up, at the same time, getting multi-block with stab is great. That's true, but you have to roll double for that, right? So, as you know, yeah, that's the thing. It's one of those situations where you kind of look at it and you say, "Oh, we could have got ahead here, you know, could have got the ball," and which is possible, but we probably wouldn't have done because the game would have played out differently. He wouldn't have been so cavalier. I mean, there's an argument for, oh, he's only movement 6. No, it's not really a good argument, in fairness. Will he... Probably not. We'll just stay where we are. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Still sort of useless in most cases, but 2 stabs a turn is really ups your chances, right? I bet 2 stabs a turn makes it actually okay versus arm value 8, whereas normally you're kind of like, well, if I'm not playing 7 or lower, I'm not really expecting anything, but at 2 a turn, obviously, that hugely improves your chances of actually stabbing something, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. He's out of range, I think. Maybe he can get in. No, he's just staying. I think we're going to stay one more turn, as we are. Are we? Or do we start... Maybe this is the turn where we start screening. Because he will be right up in our face. I think I want to screen him off here. Because we might be able to slow him down enough. He hasn't got very far, right? So there's a chance that we slow him down hard enough to actually struggle to score. He doesn't have a bribe, no. See if we can get either of these guys involved. Be sweet if we could. Yeah, his name is pretty difficult to... Yeah, I don't have bribe. I got an extra, which I wouldn't normally do, but I've been seeing people take it in chalice and thinking, you know what, I can see that. I took an extra apo for what use that will be. Okay, that's really nice. That was nice. I guess I could have... Well, I could have blitzed, but it probably wasn't worth putting in the effort. So he doesn't get a ton of forward momentum, but he does get the push, which is the important thing, because now he can kind of grind into us. And with that having block, there's not a lot we can do to knock it over, unfortunately. So yeah, he's just going to kind of sit into us here, but we might still be able to do enough to make this awkward. Yeah, we do have wrestle. That's true. That's true. Let's see. I mean, we could also... Well, no, there's not much point in going in at the ball with the war dancers, much as I hate to say it. Because strip ball won't do anything, and tackle won't do anything, so... his record was good. Okay, so I think we do this. And then this. Alright, that's okay. That sort of helps shore up that side. We can't really get a successful hit off with this guy, so I think we just hit this guy here. Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, I guess if we hit this guy... I didn't even look at that. Or I could even one dice that to get this guy in. Okay, let's see if we get the first part. I was so convinced he wasn't going to give us anything, I didn't even look to see if he had given us anything. Okay, so that's not what we'd have hoped, but it does open up the hole. So we could one dice to get the guard in there to save us having to bring the catcher in, although I suppose the catcher coming in is... Yeah, that's probably the right play. Hang on a sec. He has guard there. Okay, so we did need to... We're only looking at one dice here unless we one dice this. I think that kind of works as well. Because now we can put the wrestle in here and then come through there. So yeah, that works. Now we are going to take some punishment for this, so... Was it worth it? Only time can tell. We probably won't knock him over as well, they never fall over. Aha, the reverse psychology worked. Probably here. Could leap and grab that and go over. We're not likely to, though. Well, we haven't really achieved a whole lot here, if I'm being honest. Don't have tackle on me, I could do the 50%. Got a one dice there, I could take that, knock him onto the ball and see what happens. Ooh, that's bad, we got 4 rerolls. That's better. Now I'm wondering if we just do this. Because that's only in one tackle zone. Oh, we nearly picked it up. I was tempted by the scatter, but I mean, what, you know, one tackle zone is pretty good. You got, I mean, it's sort of having that thing of like, well, everybody else normally has to pick up on a 3, so yeah, that went pretty well. I don't. That's one of those situations where it's funny that you know, I was so convinced. Ooh, I was so convinced that it was you know, that the ball was going to be irretrievable. I didn't even look to see if it was possible to get in, which is ridiculous. It's me not being awake enough yet. Yeah, it went okay. I mean, we got the ball down. He should be able to pick this up pretty easily. Had we have grabbed it, we could have punted it downfield and it was effectively like half over, right? As it is, maybe this slows him down enough to make it awkward again, but it's going to get harder and harder to screen him, right? So we'll kind of see how that goes. Ooh, into the one dice. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Or another brain. I think that was just needing the brain to be like, you should always be looking for, do I have a chance in here? And I didn't even like consider it. which is honestly a bit silly. So I think I just needed another brain. Okay, that's a blitzer, so no tackle on this guy as of right now. That's worth remembering. Ooh, hang on, did he just dodge through here when he could have gone this way? Did I miss something there, or was that crazy? Dream this guy's gonna come in? Okay. Taking out the guard catcher. It was crazy? Okay. That would have been cool if he'd been punished for it. Wasn't to be. So yeah, we can get at this, but it is pretty surrounded by guard this turn. Is there any chaining we can do? Not really. Can we get our own guard in? Not really. I think we've probably given him back a good chance of getting in here. Because, well, I suppose we've got a 2 dice against there, which isn't great. Do you have guard? You don't have guard. You do have guard though, so... Well, we might be able to come in... Yeah, we can come in through... Oh, let's start with dub skulls. I didn't take Babe, no. Just the extra Apo. Is it even worth going after him now? I mean, I don't think it's worth putting any other players in there. Nice. Do I have any kind of angle for anything? Unless... Okay, so if I came in here, 1 dice this. If we knocked him over... If we follow and knock him over, we could leap to here and get a 1 dice. Nope, that wouldn't. Okay. So if we knocked him over, stayed... How do we cancel this assist is the question. I mean, this guy could come around. It's kind of suicidal. No, because this guy's coming around to cancel this. Maybe we just dodge off here and try and reform a screen. Have I blitzed? I haven't blitzed. I think we're gonna... If this guy does this... Famous last words. When did I chain him into another 2D? I did not see that. I couldn't see where I could do a chain from. Maybe I could have leap chained. Could I have done like a leap chain this way and push him over here? Was that what you were seeing? Yeah, sorry, for inducements we've got just 2 Apos. The fact the war dance is down is a bit sad. I mean, surely he should be tackling me. One would have thought. And he doesn't really have anybody free. So is he going to come down through here? Is he just going to come down to here? Where is the ball going to get safe is the question. Okay, okay, I'm really curious. Because we got 2 rerolls and 2 turns, which means we can try something. Unlikely. Well, that certainly opens up possibilities. Neither of these guys has guard. Oh, he rerolled that. I guess why not? It's the last thing of the turn. Oh, I was going to say, I get this guy into scoring position, but he's movement 6. Okay. So, let's see. Blitzer, so we could do a bit of that. Or probably better to do it here. Leap here, 1 dice. Can't really quite get this guy where I need him. Oh, we could. If I was willing to roll some dice here, I could get a 2 dice. Which feels pretty powerful. Because this next turn is a turn he needs to score, so I think we try this. It's a bunch of 2 pluses followed by a 3 plus. Would I rather use this guy? Not really. Okay. Okay. Could get this guy into scoring range. But I feel like I want this guy here. He's definitely made this higher than he needs to. We'll try and get this guy in scoring range if this works. But main priority is stopping him scoring. I don't know if this is in range, but we're going for it anyway. Okay, did we put him in range? We did. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. But because of the order we did stuff in, we've got both. So that feels pretty good. I thought about dodging in to pick up, which with the rolls that we rolled, we'd have actually made that. But we weren't to know that, right? Four squares in with movement 8 is scoring range. This guy's moved 7. But yeah, he's in. Okay, we like pushes. Oh, we don't like that though. Oh. Oh. Does it help him to get this guy in? Maybe it does. Okay, so what's the benefit of what he did there, I wonder? Or was that just a classic assuming that we have block? I mean, you still have the assist on... In fact, you'd be better to take the both down here, because then you'd have an assist for this. Whereas now, he doesn't. So that was... I think that was a mistake. Okay, so he's going to get the War Dancer off first. Oh, drops the reroll. Okay, so now he's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 2 rerolls. I mean... 2 GFIs with no reroll, so that's good. Oh, and he can't take it in. Beautiful. I mean, we're not likely to score, to get this off him and score, but, I mean, you know. It would have been nice if this guy hadn't got stunned. Especially seeing as he's... Who's he going after? He should have probably gone after the War Dancer here. I mean, we might not have many guys left for the second half, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. This is what happens when you take the Apo instead of the Babe, of course. Okay, so what's my best avenue here? Okay, he's dropping a foul on this War Dancer. That makes sense, this guy's about to be off anyway. Does he kill him? Yes, he does. So we use our first Apo to keep him in the game, because he's important. That's why we bought a second Apo, so we can do that and still have one left. Now, we might still die. Oh, sweet. Okay, so how best to approach this? I think we'd want to come in from here and hit it this way. Which we can do. Oh, but we'd need the assist over there. Which would be double GFI for the assist. Actually, I'd rather hit it this way. Because I can't see a way, because of where this guard is, I can't see a way to get the ball. I could leap over here and come down and hit it from here, but I need the assist, and the only way I can get an assist in is from the top. Is there anybody behind that? Is that a player? Yes, it is. Okay. So I think I'd rather hit it this way, and then have the catcher try and pick it up and launch it. Yeah, that's true, it would have been. Is there a good dodge I can make in here? There's actually not. Okay, we need to go for it before we run out of time. Failed the GFI, which is a bad start, if we're being honest. Do that, though. Push him over here, don't follow up. Okay, so our backup plan is still in play. Wish I had that reroll. Classic. Going in 1-0 would have been so good. I'm pretty pleased with that, though. Outside of the failing to score, I mean, that was some serious elfing there. I hate elves as well when they do that. They give you all that promise and then they just fall at the last hurdle and kill themselves. It's classic elves every time. That was almost beautiful. Because I knew, like, you know, obviously I'd planned to... Yeah, that's true, we didn't do the killing ourselves bit. I'd planned for the catcher to pick it up if it went down here, but I did figure we had... Like, I hadn't activated that guy. So I figured we had him as a backup, and it just went to the perfect place. The catcher could cover almost, like, most of down here, and most of down here. So I knew that, you know, if it bounced that far, He had a chance. If it bounced anywhere, I don't know if it could make it all the way up to this side of the field, but if it did, we just pick it up and go in, was my theory, but... I think we're going to Dakar again here. Yeah, I agree. It was a weird drive. Is there a way to... Yeah, there is, actually. So, what we'll do... is we'll... hit this guy and then hope that everybody else can run away from it. Do I put this on my... I think I put this on my thrower in case we need to throw it and leave my catches free. We don't have as many players on the field as we'd like, so... that is an issue. So you're going to have to come out here to guard that. And you're going to have to guard that just in case of a counter blitz situation. Let's see. Oh. Catches are getting close. Yeah, everybody's... well, I mean, this guy does, in theory. Perfect defense isn't great, but it's not terrible either. Because if he moves forward, then maybe we just try and push past still. So does he bring everybody forwards? Aggressively? We'll see. Okay, so he's not coming after us. He is coming after us. He's changed his mind. He can see what... he can maybe sense what we're going to try and do here. Yeah, I mean, I think that's true. I think that's true, Rick. It's just... it's also, like... it's painfully... I suppose against... like, against Dwarfs, for instance, going for the turn 7 score, not too bad, or Camry or something like that. But against Wood Elves, like, I do understand, because Wood Elves will 2-turn you in, like, nobody's business. Although, arguably in this situation, not as much. Because he did have a bunch of our players down, so... in that sense, there's no guarantees of that. Well, we'll see how he finishes this up, because he's setting up a bit weird here. And I want to see where it goes. But yeah, I would say he didn't do a perfect drive there, by any means. I'm not sure if he knows what he wants to do, and he's sort of running out of time, so he might end up with a formation he doesn't really like. Honestly, if we get a chance to just push through and score, we might take it. Okay, that's pretty solid. Oh, oh. I see a hole over here and over here. We'd have to... this... I mean, we have to knock him down for it to work. You see, Serfs? I'd rather go this way because we can actually push this guy out the way. Although, we'd be dodging past a blitzer, which isn't as bad. Where'd the ball go? Okay, the ball went in a decent place. Oh, my other guard's off the field, that's right. Already taken a minute thinking about this, which is bad. Okay, let's see if it works on this. No, I don't like it. You know what? The ball is safe. Let's try a dodge. Or two. Oh, of course I came in from the wrong side, didn't get punished, classic. Terrible play, I'll admit. And then I went past the tackler because of not looking at my path thing. So all in all, great play. Okay. I mean, that was something. That was some, I wonder if they'll, they could just, like, let this... They could just bring everybody back and surf the War Dancer, right? For the value. Honestly, that might not be the worst idea. Yeah, I may be... I kind of knew as the time was going down that everything was a bad idea. Yeah, we'll dodge that. So I think our War Dancer might be in trouble here. If he was one square up, it would be great. If I had had an extra minute there, I maybe could have thought that out in a way that I didn't make so many errors, because I had planned to come from the other side to get the 2 dice. I just forgot in the heat of the moment. I had planned to dodge past the non-tackly one, I just in the moment. And then I think I would have set this up a little differently. Oh, he's 100% going to surf this War Dancer, isn't he? Yep. Well, it's my own fault. This is where you need... oh no, okay, he's going up top. I really thought he was going to. Does he jam in the reroll? He does. Okay, that worked out for us there. I think I would argue that maybe he should have just brought this guy up to make me score, and he should have surfed the War Dancer, but... Oh, now we could actually think about potentially stalling if things go well. Okay, but I do need to make a dodge here. So, a lot relies on this. A lot. Okay, that's excellent. I wouldn't have minded the armor break if I'm being honest, but, you know. I'm just gonna have to roll some rerolls if we fail these. Okay, we don't, so that's great. gonna bring him over here if he'll go, because it gives me an option out this way. And if this guy will go, even better, because that'll give me 2 options out this way. In case I want to try and stall this out any further. Yeah. Yeah, since we got him Mighty Blow, he's the gentlest guy on the team. Okay, our dodges went really well. We elfed that turn successfully. I'm not planning to stall this out for the whole half, I'm just kind of feeling it out. But 100, I mean, well, not 100%. Let's say 70%. Had he have just brought the this guy up here and used the Slayer to surf the War Dancer, I'm going in. I really feel like I would have done, because that would have been a lot of pressure. And too many players to deal with to get it safe. Pillow Fist Mighty Blow. Yep. I mean, in fairness, he's probably a bit shy due to that unvalue 6. We've already told him that, you know, once he dies, we're not... We're expecting him to die. So that's a blitz, so he's coming in close. Okay, okay. I sense a bunch of, yeah, GFIs in his future. This guy's going to GFI in here, no doubt. Okay, good positional here, because if he didn't put anybody on this side of the field, then we just switch it over to this corner, right? Oh, he didn't do what I expected. Okay. So then I think the play here is just blitz him and go in. Or the attempted play. I would love to try and just stall this out for the rest of the half, but our numbers are not the best. And too many of them are just in the wrong areas of the field. So we'll pick this guy up. We'll take emergency measures in case something goes wrong. I actually like his positioning, like, because if you look at it, he's made it so we can't, like, we can 2+ dodge through all these areas, but we can't sort of run through easily, so solid positioning from him. This is a dodge off of no tackle, so... Alright, so we didn't get what we wanted there. Except for, we can go in. Which I'll totally take. I don't wanna mess with these guys, because one bad turn and we're done, right? So like it's that brutal against dwarfs. Did we go? I think we got another guy back. Was it our guard? It was, sweet. You know, I'm thinking we just do the same thing again. I like how it tried to sneak our War Dancer onto the front line. The game is trying to kill us. So, we could try and pressure him up front and stop him coming at us. But I think the way he plays, playing how he played the first half, and if he scores, and it's a draw. But if he makes mistakes, positional mistakes like he did in the first half, then maybe we can get in there and snatch the ball. He really didn't keep it super safe last time. Okay, he's going to be 1 square closer than we'd like him to be. I mean, I suppose we should, in fairness, say that he did fail to pick up the ball 2 turns in a row, which did slow him down quite considerably. If we're being totally fair. Yeah, no tractors, so slightly less sort of impossible to hit things. We kind of want this to go onto his blitzer. Okay, it didn't. Ironically, catching it on the blitzer would kind of be bad. Because two reasons. One, it's one of his guards that isn't using guard. And two, strip ball works. So... Mary living a charmed life amongst all her linemen, for some reason managing to hold on to life. Okay, this time he picked it up. I think we give him one more turn of movement towards us, and then see where we're at. Yeah, that's probably sensible, otherwise we might try the sneaky one dice. Oh, is this a foul? It is. That's a fair foul, actually. And when I say a fair foul... Gets the KO. Oh, the sending off as well. We'll take that. Numbers dwindling on both sides is kind of okay with us. Rick, how did your last game go, by the way? You were 3-1, I think, when, or 3-1-0 when we left. I think you're about to play another one, maybe? I probably did that too quick, he hasn't okay, he's noticed. He probably spent the first 30 seconds wondering why we weren't doing anything. I've had that before when somebody does it so fast that you don't even realize it's your turn. 0-0 versus Dark Elves. Okay. So it was one that you felt like you could have won due to how they played. Now, do we give him one more coming close, or do we screen him now? I think we screen him now again. We don't have a ton of players that we can afford to sacrifice here, but... you know. And I don't mind putting this guy in a surfable position in the sense that he doesn't really want to blitz backwards. Okay, so, I guess we're sacrificing you. Put you in the middle. Sacrificing you. And I guess you. You go out there. You go in there. You go in there. You wait and see what happens here. That still puts you a decent record though, right? So, I mean, despite it being one that got away, that's it's not a bad situation for him. Necro are slow starters, so you've had a pretty fast start for them. Okay, so it looks like he might be coming down the left, which is kind of what I expected. But if he chooses a side, obviously it means we can potentially bring more of our numbers to bear on said side. If we lose our leader, that's obviously sad, but we've got to remember that we, you know, it's a free reroll anyway. GFIing to make it happen, so a failed GFI here would be pretty sweet. Doesn't get it, but also doesn't knock us over. Can't really afford to reroll at this stage in the game. So I guess he's going to jam in down here, effectively. What's his switch game like? It's not great as of right now. He has got guards in good places. That said, he doesn't have one next to the ball. Yeah, he doesn't really have great switch options here. Man, I really want to surf this, but it's not easy. So, I think what we're going to do is to make it more awkward to switch. We're actually going to mark up both of his blitzers. Because these guys can't really get as involved as they'd like anyway. I wish I had a sidestepper. That would be very useful right now. We're on 2 dice against there, but we might be able to improve that after the blitz. Especially if I slip my guard in here. Very nice. We'll tuck him in here. Do we have it yet? We're 1 away. So we'll pop this guy in here. No, actually, if he scores, I'm kind of okay with that. So we'll give him the option to come through and score, but not to get guys through with him. Oh, that's... Yeah, I didn't think about the consequences there, so he's just going to let that go, I think. Which is... I didn't consider the possibility of this. So we've got to follow it. I should have done it with... No, it wouldn't have mattered if I'd done it with this guy. You know what? It's still not the best, though. So we'll do this, and that still makes it awkward, but yeah... Maybe I should have tried something else there. This guy's kind of annoying. Knockdown would have been really good. So we'll see if he just comes through and scores, but if he does, that gives us 2 turns to score. I don't think he'll try and set up in the corner, because we've got 2 war dancers here that can maybe do stuff. A knockdown on that guard guy would have been really handy. But honestly, even if we had knocked him down, he gets up here and he's still a pain, so... Yeah. Oh, is he switching here? It's late to switch, but possible. He could blitz this guy down and switch down here, but how many guys can he get over there? Not many. Ashy faced Algrax doing what he does best. I mean, he did do a sweet pass in the first half. Who was it that failed to put it in? I think it was Highland Durrell, you know. It could have been... No, I think it was Highlander L. Okay, so he is coming this way. Didn't need that for... Is that to hit this guy? He still only has 1 dice. I just don't know what he's going to do here. I think he might be a bit undecided himself. Maybe he jammed this guy in to make this safe in case it was a frenzy. That's probably what he did, in fairness. Or is he going to hold back another turn? I guess he could do that. Oof. Very successful 1 dice there. Ooh, the double pair is very nice. And the stun. Is he gonna put him here and... okay, he's going in. So the plan worked. If the plan is to let him score. Which means we have a bit of a chance at this. I wonder if he'll go with this setup. No, he's coming in again. Okay. So I guess he liked that. Oh, he's just switching players. I mean, I can see advantages and disadvantages to the setup he's doing here. Okay, he's going with it. So we've got to pick a side. Which side do we like the most? This side, obviously. This side's got much better players on it. Alright, so what is the plan here? The plan is wrestle this guy down. Or push him forwards. Then run up the sideline like crazy. Maybe blitz this guy on the way through and set up here as best we can. It's not foolproof, if we're being honest. Do we send somebody the other way? Probably not, but you know what? Let's pop this guy over here just in case. It might be fun to have an option over here in case things go badly wrong. Can we set this up better? Honestly, I'm not sure that we can. So, prepare for crazy kickoff result here to ruin everything. The good thing about this setup is it means that if he does get a blitz, it's less painful. Bribe is okay-ish. Ball placement is not the best. That makes the pass a little bit more scary. I'm not sure I should have done this block first, if I'm being honest. Okay, so you can actually go mark him. You can go mark him. Okay. That's great. Even better. Unfortunately, we sacrificed them a little bit here. Now we fall over in front of them. No, we don't. Okay, that gives us a lot of options. Oh, he's only movement 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, we have another out. It's nice to have another emergency out because it's like one more thing if you get really desperate that they've got to kind of consider, right? And one more possibility, like you can't blitz this guy. So you kind of have to mark him up and it's like, well, you could just put this guy here, but then this guy can just run in and we throw him the ball, right? So do you commit 2 guys to him? But that's 2 guys that you're not committing to over here, which maybe is fine, but you know. It's all things you got to think about. I don't know what we're going to do to get the ball in. We're just going to see. We're going to see what he does and react to it. We have leap as potentials. We're kind of looking at this as a, you know, a win would be sweet if we can make it happen, but we forced a tie, which I think in the matchup is not bad. Is he going to mark this guy? Oh, if he fails this, this is the easiest going ever. Oh, he doesn't, that's sad. Ooh. Dangerous, dangerous. Okay, so there's kind of different ways to try and do this now, right? So we could try and hit this. Obviously I'd like to do that, but then we can't get out. There's always the out here if we get really desperate, or get the War Dancer up here. But this feels like the logical first option. Oh, that blocks us off really badly though. So I don't like that as much anymore. I mean, we could just try and one dice this guy. If we had... Hang on, if I'd done that... Just pop this guy in here, and then this guy... Oh, that's so much better. Okay, I can still get an assist over there if we can dodge with the War Dancer a couple of times. Okay, that was definitely... I have not played the best here, but we've got the ball in on turn 16, so I'll take it. Yeah, I felt like there was a better way to do that. I just didn't plan it out well enough in my head. I thought, well, let's do this wrestle hit first, and we'll see what happens. And you know, now all of a sudden I can see you get the Slayer off, and then the guard has an easy run forwards, and then the wrestle comes in to make the hit. I suppose the danger is if the wrestle has to take the wrestle option, you get in your own way, maybe. Boy, Highland Durrell has been out for a long time. Not that I'm wishing to cast Aspersions. I suppose we should spread out in case of some extreme dwarf shenanigans. And I'll be right back. I'll let them do their thing. Somebody just died on our team and I missed it? No, it was one of his. Did one of ours die as well? Skip. No, okay. That's really... That's like the one thing that could have been really unfortunate there if one of our war dancers has got hit by a stone and I missed the chance to Apo. Did he not Apo it? Was it just a badly hurt? Good work, Ashy Faced. Okay, it's just badly hurt, so yeah, of course you don't Apo that. Yeah, I don't entirely rate his setup to block the one-turner. Or to block the two-turner. Now, it's hard to block it anyway, so I'm not saying... It's really hard to stop Wood Elves two-turning, but I wonder if being for... Like, in some ways, the alternate setup he did in the first half was felt kind of better. Ooh. Blue Cap Chaco, or Chaco, getting the whatever you call it. MVP, puts him one away from dodge, which makes him really nice then. So, yeah, they definitely armor broke us. They weren't as permanent as he would have hoped. It feels like the games... I feel like I've had a few games like that in recent times where you just smash them about so hard, but they never stay out. In fairness, I think Highland Durrell... yeah, RKO comebacks weren't the best, so... It was almost like an injury. It's not as bad as our 8 failed from 8 though the other day. That was pretty impressive. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's a potentially rough match. I do think I think positionally, I mean, I'm not saying that I can definitely point out at least 5 things off the top of my head that I did wrong that we weren't punished for. That said, I think I could point out a bunch that arguably they didn't do the best either. So do we get another guard catcher? I don't know if it's worth the second one. I mean, arguably yes, because guard is great. I'm struggling to come up with a counter argument. I guess bloat is the counter argument. I know some people who play more for fun, not that I don't play for fun in my own way, but would argue Nerves of Steel, because catches with Nerves of Steel are pretty amazing. But that's, you know, that's one of those weird skills where it's really cool if you come with it free, but it's kind of not top of your list if you don't. Especially for a catcher, right? I think that's the main thing. It's that catchers, you're adding a bunch of team value on for what might not come up that much. I think we're getting guard, honestly. I really want to get block. But 2 guard catchers feels pretty tasty. Especially if we can manage to get them both block, which we should do relatively soon because catchers score a lot. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So that puts us 10-1-2. Team's in a good place. I'm happy with it. I'm enjoying it. Sure, it's got its issues. all the injuries. But on the whole, it's not holding us back too much. Is Long-Eared Owl better than a loner at the moment? I still think he kind of is, for the most part. He costs the same, and if something goes disastrously wrong, you can reroll it. There's going to be times where this is terrible, but he's mostly going on the line taking hits anyway, so... You know? Yeah. So yeah, that was a fun game. A little tense, but I think mostly what we planned out went well. Holding back on our defenses worked well twice. We stopped him from scoring twice. Well, no, we didn't technically stop him the second time, but we kind of said you can either score or you can put the ball in a really dodgy position that we might knock it free off. I think honestly he might have been able to score to stall it out if he had popped that Troll Slayer down an extra square and then run the runner through. I think he had a little L cage there. Now, was it a safe L cage? Not really, but it was okay-ish. It might be enough because we'd have had to leap in there. So yeah, I don't know, but he felt the pressure and he went in. So anyway. It was just a short one today, so thanks for hanging out, guys, and thanks for watching on YouTube. I will catch you for the next one. I'm going to dash off. And yeah, just have a good rest of your day, and see you soon. Bye for now.